So in this experiment, what we have here is the switch followed by the resistors, which has a 10 kilo ohms and 1 kilo ohms. Next is the 12 volts power supply or DC power supply. Next is the electrical tape and the board. In this Ohm's law experiment, we are using the series circuit in order to illustrate its principle. In this part, we're going to use the positive and negative terminals of the multimeter to test the total voltage of a circuit, which is equal to 12 volts. Next, in order to measure the resistance or the ohms in each resistors, we need to set the dial to 1K. So what we have here is to measure the resistance of each resistors. So R1 is equal to 1 kilo ohms and R2 is equal to 1 kilo ohms also. And lastly, the resistant or resistor number 3 is equal to 10k ohms or 10,000 ohms. And also, we can measure the total resistance, which is equals to 12,000 ohms or 12k ohms. Now let's turn on the circuit. Now let's move down to 10 dCV to measure the voltage drops in each resistors. So what are we going to follow here is the red measurement for the voltage. So in R1, it has a 1 voltage drop. R2 has a 1 voltage drop, and also R3 has a 10 voltage drop. So what we can see here is the Ohm's law has also relationship with the Kirchhoff's law. So from the Ohm's law, we can derive the formula to find the current, which is equal to 1 milliamps. In order to recheck the total voltage, we can multiply the current times the 12,000 ohms, which is equal to 12 volts. Also, in the total resistance, we can add the resistance by each resistors, which is equal to 12,000 ohms.